Greetings, minions, submariners, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing Cold Waters by Killerfish Games. This is episode 3, so we're going to play Mission 3, Action in the North Atlantic. Your orders are to intercept a replenishment force suspected to be operating somewhere in the North Atlantic, west of Iceland, where they are supporting aggressive Soviet anti-convoy operations. After several uneventful days spent searching, sonar reports a contact. So we have to locate and sink the tenders, as well as any escorting ships in the area. So this is going to be a surface battle. So we'll start. We will go to the Los Angeles class, if we can. And apparently it's not an option. So let's see. Let's go with the newest ship, which I believe is the Sturgeon. I've not actually used this ship before. So actually, let's see, which one? I guess we will just go with the Sturgeon since service since 67, 59, 61. So yeah, these are the only 3 options we got. So we'll click accept. Alright, so we're in the Sturgeon class submarine, the SS Sunfish. And we'll accept the mission. It'll take a second. There we go. We're going to exo status report. Alright, so we got these and these. Now I'm not familiar with the tracking on these, whether they're homing torpedoes or not, because I'm more used to the more contemporary submarines and their loadouts. So we'll just have to roll with it. Maybe these are short range and these are longer range. One might be dumbfire, one might be guided. So we'll see. This is going to be interesting. So we have a sonar contact bearing 155, designate Sierra 1. Our depth is 219 feet. Heading is 186. Speed is 5 knots. Broken general breeze is the weather conditions. Weak surface deck. Weak thermal layer at 192 feet. So 155. Let's close and go to battle. So make our heading 155.
Come
close
left
enough.
154, helm aye.
Alright, so we're just below the thermal layer. We can actually see one ship right there, but just because you see them doesn't necessarily mean that they're right there. That's a boat and a half right there. Alright. Actually, let's come about.
Come right to 179, helm aye.
Since we can see that one, and I'm not familiar with these torpedoes, we will have to see about treat them as if they're dumbfires, which means they have no guidance, they just go straight. Let's go to silent.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Now, let's see. At present, he doesn't have a track on me. Because if these are in the negative, it means he doesn't see me. That can change. Alright, so we got another sonar ping out this way.
Con, helm, steady course.
So, do a heading right ahead of him.
Come right to 210, helm aye.
So the Cashin is a destroyer. And destroyers eat submarines. One of their main missions, because they're fast ships, is to track submarines, drop depth charges, or rocket-propelled charges, depth charges.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 163.
Yeah.
Designated Sierra 3.
See, I didn't want to fire just yet, because I know that there's other vessels out here. As soon as I fire a torpedo, the launch transit, which is the sound of the torpedo tubes flooding with water and the air escaping, as well as the hydraulic push or the air push of the torpedo flying out the tube,
helm, steady course.
they can detect that. That's no bueno. Alright, so this is a leading indicator. So if I fire the torpedo at that spot, it's got a high chance of hitting him. So we're gonna test this out. So we'll select torpedo tube 1. Okay, so we got to get up above 100 feet with these things. Damn.
Make depth 100 feet. Dive by.
Kind of want to get a better resolution on those other
Come right to
contacts.
252, helm aye.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 154. Designated Sierra 4.
Alright, so the idea here is to take out the escorts and then go after, I think it was tankers or oilers. So this is going to get tense because I don't believe these are guided. And I also have to be
Come
careful
right to 255, helm aye.
that I don't get these other ships here in my blind spot, which means like behind me. So I'm going to take a risk. I'm at 100 feet. Let's really get on that.
Con, dive at 100 feet. Dive by.
Alright. So we will reload it with these little stubby ones. And we will track the progress of that torpedo.
Con, helm, steady course.
I might be screwing this up badly. Primarily because I'm not familiar with this vessel or these weapons. Let's see, I don't think I can steer these at all. No,
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
they're not wire guided, so we'll find out in a minute. So we're going to come to port and
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
okay, so we got a merchant vessel. Those are non-threatening, so we can let those go a bit. The Kazbek is only going 14 knots, so he isn't really pushing it. The Kashin is going 19 knots and increasing speed. So do we get this sucker T-bone with a torp? That is the question, because he could just speed up, he could stop, he could turn into it, he could turn away from it. And I can't do nothing about it once I fired it now. So, oh, came up short. Okay, that's not a problem. I mean, it's a problem, but it's not a bad problem. Now we're gonna fire this stubby little thing and
Con sonar, Sierra 4 is classified as merchant.
see what this gets us.
Come left to 170, helm aye.
Okay, we got the Cresta. That is a military vessel. That's a merchant vessel. That's a merchant vessel.
Con, helm, steady course. Come right to 173, helm aye.
Alright, so he's going 14 knots and I'm only going 5, so I got to get below the layer.
Make depth 300 feet, dive by.
We'll increase speed to 10
Make
knots.
turns for 10 knots.
Hopefully
Maneuvering
we
aye.
don't cavitate, which basically
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
when a submarine or vehicle cavitates is when their propellers are spinning so much that they stir up bubbles in the water, and those bubbles make a lot of noise, which is picked up on sonar.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 268. Contact faded.
So the thing is if you get down deep enough,
Come left to 162. Helm aye.
the water pressure prevents those bubbles from forming, and so you don't cavitate. But if you get in shallow water and you spin your props too fast, you'll cavitate. So the idea is to get down deep enough
Con helm.
to where it
Steady
doesn't
course.
cavitate for you. If that makes any sense to you guys.
Con, dive at 300 feet, dive by.
Okay, this boat here is going pretty darn fast. He's like going full out right now.
Come left to 144. Helm aye.
Okay, from what I could tell, these are tracking torpedoes right here, because it's got programmable depths, pinging, and weapon search. So we will fire this. Well, so we get up over 100 feet, I guess.
Con helm. Steady course.
Make depth 100 feet, dive by.
This will put us over the layer, but the duct is and the layer is very weak, so it's not a big deal. Alright, let's get up there. Let's come about. Let's see, get this on the map here. Let's turn to a heading like that.
Come right to 169. Helm aye.
Go ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Come on, gotta get over 100 feet in this thing. With the Los Angeles class, and I imagine the Seawolf as well. That is not, depth is not a problem for firing torpedoes, but you do have to be above 100 feet for firing rockets like harpoons and tomahawks. Alright, so we will fire about right there.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
And then we're going to dive to 300.
Make depth 300 feet, dive by.
Let's see if we can get in the head of this torpedo. Okay, it hasn't gone active yet. Now we can extend this here. At least if you do it like that and then right click and it'll steer it away when it's not active. As soon as it gets to that box, it's going to go active. Trying to get the bubbles out of your face. Now while we're active on this, we're going to reload these to the stubbies. That's what I'm going to call them. I can't think of the actual designation, but that's what they're going to get called.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 279.
Now one thing we can do is once we have this selected, this means it's on the wire. Go shallow, and then weapons. And then what we can do is, because this is selected, we can actually cut the wire or make it go active. And I want it to go active. So click that. It is now
Con torpedo
homing.
2-2 ready.
Now it should be steerable. But I think that boat is going way too fast. And the torpedo seems to be going pretty dang slow.
Dive at 300 feet, dive by.
We might actually
Con
miss
sonar
this.
lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 274. contact faded.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
So apparently we have to get in pretty dang close with some of these.
Come left 278, helm aye.
Make depth 200 feet, dive aye.
So yeah, this thing is not catching up to that Cresta. And the Cresta's booking it at 34 knots.
Ready.
So the escort ships are no longer escorting, and the target ships are hauling ace out of here. I think what I'll do is I'll cut this weapon loose, and we will try to reacquire or go for a better target. So we will come up this way and do a heading.
Con, helm, steady, come left 2141, helm aye.
And
Make turns for 15 knots, maneuvering aye.
we'll dive down.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
And yep,
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
just that little amount of depth was enough to screw the pooch.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 148, contact faded. Con sonar, lost.
Come left 2140, helm aye.
Okay, so hopefully I won't botch this any more than I already have. So we'll come over this way, try to get some speed on these guys, and reacquire target, and hopefully be able to take them out.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Alright, what is our heading? Alright, we're heading in the
Con,
direction we
helm,
want to go.
Steady course.
So we are going to, I don't know what the crush depth is on this thing. Go to 700,
Make depth 700 feet, dive aye.
go to flank speed.
Make turns for 25 knots, maneuvering aye.
Because I want to get in closer to these guys. They're defenseless for the most part. And I don't really want to tangle with missing the destroyers again and then end up having them ruin my day. So we'll run deep and fast. And we're getting some sonar pings. I'm thinking that Cashin is somewhere like along in here. Unless the Cresta turned. Not gonna know until I get back up near surface. So at this point, what I'm going to do is if I hit F9, it'll speed up time in the game.
Con, dive at 700 feet, dive
So
aye.
unless something tragic happens, or something interesting happens, it'll just run at increased or sped up time until I hit F9 again, or it'll just kick me out. Alright, so we're at the location of where those ships were last located. So we're going to pop up to 100 feet.
Make depth 100 feet, dive aye.
We'll run silent
Break ship for ultra quiet.
because we're coming up on those bad boys, and we're going to drift up into this and let our sonar do its thing. And we're going to get these torps
Con sonar,
something to
regained
eat.
contact on. Sierra 3, bearing 144.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was too good to be true.
Come left 2140, helm aye.
Now, as you can see, right here is the solution. That is the percentage of confidence that you have the bearing, the course, the speed, and the range on the target. The better the solution, the better you'll know where that target is. So I want to get this solution up to at least 70% before I can even consider firing a torpedo. Now I could blind fire it, but I don't really trust these little stubbies to do the job. So we're going to just try to pop up above the layer, get a better track on this thing. It's increase speed up to 10 knots.
Make turns for 10 knots.
Because we're going to get fallen behind if we're not careful.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 10 knots.
So there's a Kazbek, and what was the other one? No, it's not good. And is on. Okay.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Crap.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 8 knots.
Okay, solution's just gone up. He's going 14 knots. So let's pop down below 300.
Make depth 300 feet, dive by.
And get down below the layer, but we can actually go faster. If we can catch up to these guys,
Come left to 133, helm
we
I.
can get up in close and take them out, hopefully.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Yeah, it's fine.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Yeah, just a matter of a few feet.
Con helm, steady course.
Alright, so we're going to speed up time.
Con, dive at 300 feet, dive by.
We'll go up to full speed.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering
So
on.
now we should start catching up to them. Solution's starting to get better. And also the echo pings of the active sonar of those the enemy surface ships is getting fainter. So they're not really going to be a threat to me out here.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
That's fine. I can cavitate all I want out here. In fact, I'm going to go up. Oops.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 25 knots.
Accidentally
Make
alt-tabbed.
depth 100 feet, dive by. Passing 100 feet.
Alright, we're going to drop down.
Con
5
sonar,
knots.
no longer cavitating.
Alright.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
This should be fun. Because right there he is. Alright, we're going to switch to the starboard side torpedo tubes. And we're going to set a target track for right about there.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
And then that other ship. Okay, he doesn't have a good solution, so we'll wait on that one. Increase speed of 10
Con
knots.
sonar, we are cavitating.
I don't care.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 1.
Passing 100 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Okay, we'll go to torpedo cam. Well, the thing about these guys is they're just so damn slow. So I think what I'll probably do is make them run shallow, ping active, and cut the wire. That might have been a mistake, but I'm willing to live with it. So We're gonna load with the dumb fires,
Sonar, we are cavitating.
and we're gonna go a
Making
bit
turns
faster.
for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I want to get this guy. This may be a terrible, terrible mistake, but I'm not a stranger to mistakes. I'm in it for the fun and to see if I can actually do it. And it looks like I might actually be going faster than a torpedo.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
Which might not be a good thing.
Make turns for
Because if it detects me and not the enemy
knots.
ship,
Maneuvering aye.
I could kill myself with my own torpedo. And that would be
Con maneuvering. Making turns for
not entirely unheard of.
0 knots.
I do recall a story from World War II, or maybe it was Vietnam, but it was within the last 100 years, that's for certain. It was within the last 70 years, I believe. Anyway, the story goes that a ship fired its torpedo at an enemy vessel, and something went wrong, and obviously something would have to go wrong for this, but the torpedo
Depth 10,
circled back around and actually hit the ship that it launched from, and it damaged it. It didn't. I don't believe it sunk it. And if it did, it'd be even more hilariously stupid, but or tragically stupid, depending on which side you look at it. But yeah, I remember hearing a story about that. I just don't know. I don't remember all the details. All right, so what's the deal here? Why can't I get? Okay, we're going to. Aim for here.
Come right to 147 helm aye. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Oh, we are going to be cavitating.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
I want to kill this sucker.
Con helm, steady course. Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 4.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 25
All right,
knots.
so change the heading.
Come left to 138 helm aye.
Those stubby torpedoes,
Con
while
helm, steady course.
while they may have guidance, they're kind of crap compared to the Mark 48s. Then again, we're dealing with 1950s, 1960s era submarine technology, which you'd think would be more modern-esque, but
Come left to
I don't know.
137.
in the end, it
helm
does
aye.
require a great
Con
deal of skill
helm,
to
steady course.
time and dumbfire a torpedo like they did in the olden days. So much respect on that front. Alright, we're going to fire it right down this bearing.
Con, torpedo room, tube jammed on launch.
Oh, I'm going too fast. Oh no. Alright, we got to slow our aces down.
Ultra quiet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Guess I'm going to have to fire this one then.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
And I went too long on the wire on that.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 4, bearing 063.
So if you go too fast, you'll damage the tube doors and all that, like crush it like a can or something, or just jam it. So basically, yeah, if you go about 10 to 15 knots, you're going to be able to
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
launch, but any faster than that, forget it. And I think we might actually have this. But I don't know if it's going to require another shot to take it all out. Shouldn't. They're not really an armored vessel. His screws are out, and he's on fire. but it's not saying he is sinking or destroyed. So let's...
Make turns for 1, 0.
Anything
knots.
he's crippled.
Maneuvering aye.
We'll reload with the dumbfire.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1, 0 knots.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
So we have this guy pretty much dead to rights right now.
Come left 2, 1, 3, 2, helm aye. Con, helm, steady course.
And we gotta get out of silent mode in order to load or repair. Forgot about that. Alright, so let's speed this up.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Let's kill the speed, fire the torpedo,
Making turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
just drop it right on his head, or up his butt. And here comes the butt sex, which probably just sailed right completely past him. Yep, I'm too dang close. Definitely a comedy of errors. Let's see, come about,
Make turns for 1, 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
reload. That was just dumb. Let's fire a
Con
homing,
maneuvering. Making turns for 1, 0 knots.
and I fired it from the wrong side. And it's gone active, but it's went stupid. So, and I can't steer it. No, it's steering, but it's slow. Or maybe I'm
Con, torpedo room, tube 1
I'm
ready.
on the wrong torpedo, derp. I swear I know what I'm doing. Most times.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra, 3, last bearing, 2, 0,
Okay,
6.
so
Contact breaking
the
up.
ship is actually dead now. We'll make a heading out this
Come
way.
left 2, 0, 8, 7.
Go to flank speed.
Make turns for
Con, sonar, we are cavitating.
Reload with a tracker. Or a guided torp. And we'll dive
Con, helm, steady course.
300.
Make depth 3008 dive aye.
Now, there is helicopters out here. They can drop torpedoes and make things overall pretty messy. So we got to close the gap on the Andazan here.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra, bore, lap, come right 2, 0, 9, 8, helm aye.
Alright, let's speed this sucker up.
Con, helm, steady course.
Con, dive at 3008 dive aye.
Now the secondary targets is those destroyers. Primary targets is these defenseless vessels. Alright, so let's get up to 100. And this is very sloppy to go with cavitating a whole way like this, but where's your spirit of adventure? I know it's not the right tactic to use. I want the full speed and all, but whatever.
Con, sonar.
Con, dive at 1008 dive aye.
Come left 2, 0, 9, 0, helm aye.
Try to catch up to this bad boy, because he can only go 14 knots. Alright, so there he is. Let's kill the speed.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Match his heading.
Come right 2, 1, 1, 3, helm aye.
And let's see if we can actually hit him. So we'll fire the dumbfire at this mark.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
And we'll see if that works, because I've not had any luck with the dumbfire torpedoes. Now, I have played in World War II era submarines firing torps, but it's a lot different than this, because in the World War II sims that are along these natures
Con,
here,
helm, steady course.
they don't have helicopters that will drop sonar buoys and torpedoes on you. You pretty much have other submarines that fire torpedoes at you, or destroyers that will drop depth charges on you, or hedgehogs, and maybe mines. And
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
sub-warfare has gotten a lot more complicated in the last 60, 70 years. And I just barely missed. Very well. Low to flank speed.
Make turns.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Indeed I
Helm
am.
right 2. 114. Helm aye. Con, helm, steady course. Come right 2. 122. Helm aye.
Alright, we're gonna surface up to, or get up to 50 feet.
Make depth 50 feet, dive aye.
And we're gonna really close in here. And we're going to drop the speed to, let's see, 10.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Because otherwise I'll botch it again.
Con, dive at 50.
Come right 2. 123. Helm aye.
Alright, so
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
221. Aye, sir.
let's let the fishy swim. I think we got him this time, this shot. Yep.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4. Last bearing 1, 2, 3. Contact breaking up.
Alright. So now we can actually start playing. Well,
Ship for ultra quiet.
I'd say start playing smart, but I haven't started already. So why begin now or whatever? Okay, so I think we've gone pretty far. You know how to shoot a torpedo or the dumbfire. You know how the stubbies work. And I know it's not the technical term for them. There's people out there that know way more about the individual pieces of military hardware. They know them a lot better than I do. So I have to get used to this myself, so, you know, you're learning with me. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you were at least somewhat entertained by this, even though you're probably cringing from my lack of accuracy on the details of things.
0 feet, dive aye.
But again, this is just to get you guys warmed up to how the game works and doesn't work, and particularly with the techniques that I've been using.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
And yeah, that should be about it for this one. So thank you guys for watching. Do check out the links in the description box below. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, see you later. Twitch, Twitch.